Mike and John, how you guys doing? Quite a morning.
Yeah, it has been quite a morning.
Yeah, it was something we had discussed, and you know, we weren't quite sure what we were going to say. We kind of had an idea, and I think when the moment came, we both knew exactly what we wanted to say.
Kind of, sort of. It wasn't planned. It was just kind of, well, we'll let it roll and see what happens.
Right.
And we kind of knew where it was going to end, but we really didn't have anything set in stone on how it was going to be.
Yeah. And John, I don't know how much you want to get into the reasons behind your departure now. If you do, that's fine. If not, I just kind of want to talk about the fact that you guys have basically been an institution in Livingston County for, I think you guys said almost 20 years now.
Yeah, we this September would have been our 20th anniversary, and we're really hoping to have hit that 20th anniversary, but it wasn't to be. As far as and so obviously this really began when I was informed yesterday that that I was going to be terminated, and there's a variety of reasons for that. I'll certainly answer any question you have. But it's an unfortunate turn that I think that an independent news operation is being coerced, honestly, and the news independence is being compromised, and it's not just about me, but it was really about the news operation that I ran and what it represented, and it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, and I do want to talk more about that in a minute, but let me ask, so it's my understanding that they only asked John to leave, and Mike talk about, I guess, you could have stayed, and it could have been the Mike and somebody else show, or the Mike show,
like
or whatever. But so talk about your thought process there.
I don't want to get too into in depth, but there have been some, we'll just say, behind the scenes things that I felt pressure that sooner or later I was going to be forced out as well. So why not make it on my terms instead of them showing me the door, me walking out the door with my head held high saying, you know what, we've done a heck of a radio show for almost 20 years here. We worked before down in Monroe. So it's not, you can't replace the Mike and John show. It's not going to be Mike and somebody else. And I'm getting too old to think about breaking in somebody else. So, we're like work husbands or whatever, we just know each other so well that it would be a whole new lengthy process that I really wasn't up for.
What has this time meant to you, and what has being able to inform and entertain the people of Livingston County meant to you guys?
Well, I think if you watch the video of our final goodbye, I think we said it there, which is it was truly an honor to, over the years, be a part of people's lives. I mean, and for some people, they just they had their 5 or 10 minutes with us, and we would hear from them, at the various festivals or events where we'd be out and about in town, and people come up and they'd be like, "Oh my God, that trivia question you had the other day, or when you brought that thing up, that really made me laugh." That was very satisfying on one level, and then on another level, just we got to know these people like friends, and we saw kids grow up. There was a right when we started in 2002, 2003. One of our longtime listeners, she brought her very young son to a station giveaway, and he was 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
And then she brought him back just a couple of years ago, and he's like, "Oh, he's off to college." And we're like, "Holy moly."
I don't know how they grew up so quick, because we didn't get old at all. No, it has been like that, though. The thing of interacting with our audience and getting to know them over the years. You could see them at a store, you could see them at an event like John said, and you kind of get to know their families a little bit. Or even when we do the birthdays once a day, every day, you see these names come up that you remember announcing the year before, and you're like, wow, these guys they've grown up with us. So it is something we're really going to miss, and really that interaction on the air with the contests and just people calling in every day, whether it's a contest or just to say hey, or maybe they won lunch from us or something like that. It's, you kind of get to know the people, and we're really going to miss that, you know, and hope they'll miss us too. You know, it's kind of a two-way street, but it has been a blast.
And we did some damn good radio. I really think, you know, that the thing that made us, I think that drove us, or really was kind of key to our success, was the fact that we really scripted as little as possible of that show. Everything was live to the extent that it could be, and we took callers live, and other people. It's funny because, you know, a lot of radio these days is recorded and canned, and very, you know, very controlled, very edited, and we just hated that. You just lose a spark of spontaneity, and that's really what I think gave us a lot of our success, was keeping it kind of live and engaging in that way.
Now, sometimes people blow your mind with this when they answer a question from out of left field, and you're just like, whoa, where'd that come from? But it can spur on a lot more fun conversation rather than just, hey, what's this answer? Okay, thanks, you win, bye. You know, it was just, we're really going to miss that interaction with people.
So what's next for you guys? You get to sleep in now, or I see you've already put together a Facebook page. I don't know if you'll be keeping the same hours.
Well, you know, well, I'm sure both of us, I can speak for Mike, we're not going to miss the 3 o'clock alarm. That's one thing, you know, when we both started in our 30s,
20s,
you know, it was bad enough, but you know, it's as you get older, it gets harder and harder. But still, even with that, we just, you know, we love the job so much. But I think that I don't know what's next. I mean, we created that Facebook page kind of on the fly, kind of like, let's just put this out there, so the people that we have gotten to know, we want to still get to know them. I mean, we still want to kind of be part of that family, and we don't know. There's no concrete plans or ideas. We've talked about maybe doing a podcast, but if we did, I mean, we want it to be good. You know, we want it to be like, you know, Mike and Jon in the morning.
Yeah, that's for us to try and figure out. We're not that tech savvy, but we can probably figure something out if we're going to go that route. And, you know, Jon's got some other ventures, I do too. So we'll kind of see what happens. Is it something that, yeah, it's going to be hard waking up every day and going, oh, I used to go there, now I don't. But when you do that for almost 20 years, it's going to take time to get used to. And our wives are going to go nuts with us at home.
Right. Honestly, pray for our wives. Because we are going to be under their feet now, and they're going to need a lot of support. Yeah.
So you're not necessarily broadcasting from your new studio here.
No,
it's a man cave down here.
Not yet. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, we're, you know, all things are on the table. This really, you know, I don't want to say it came out of left field. It's been building, but this most, you know, recent ending was pretty quick, and so we haven't really fully thought out what we want to do. Like Mike said, I mean, we each have kind of our plan B, but and you know, we're gonna be okay. We'll be fine. We will miss doing the show, absolutely, and we will miss the people, but we are open to finding some venue to kind of keep that going.
So when is the release date for Ishkadoodle 2?
Yeah. You know, I happen to have a copy over here. Let me go. You know, that's funny. I really enjoyed writing that children's book, and that was a fun project to do. And I think in doing it, I realized how hard that actually is, and how much respect I have for, you know, authors who it takes a lot of time and effort. And so that was more of a, I have to admit, I enjoyed doing it, and I'm glad I did it. It was kind of a vanity project, and
I helped him with spelling.
Here's my editor.
So Mike, you gonna start, you know, working out now? Maybe get in shape a little bit.
I'm gonna work on that. Yeah, yeah, that's my side gig. So
Actually, I'm going to hire myself out as the before picture for his advertising for his fitness business.